What's up, guys? So I messed up. Welcome to another episode of R&D Garage. Anyways, I messed up. Harbor Freight was having a tent sale, and I bought everything. I just bought everything. It's just, you can't not buy everything on a tent sale. It's like 70% off. You have to. And then, you know, I won't live for the rest of the week, so whatever. I'm on my way to the shop. Matt's already there. He's working on his car. I have to do motor mounts on the Z today and figure out my fan situation because they don't turn on all the time. And I haven't decided if I want to run them back to ignition or just try to fix it so that they turn on at the right temperature. Man, I don't know. We'll see. Let's get to the shop. R&D Garage, we're bringing it back again with the Z builds. Oh hey, it's a wild Matt. Yep. He's back from snowboarding. Yeah. Did you break a leg or anything?
I did not.
Do you have any cool footage we could put of them of you falling or dying?
Yeah, I have a lot of falling footage. I'll send that to you, and you can.
And we could just
right here.
Oh my god. Last time I was here, cleaned up my workbench. And then a wild Matt appeared. And it's not a workbench anymore. Mm-hmm. Cool. But what is it?
Well, this is for the Party Z, Blue Z, you know.
Oh.
500 watt Bluetooth amp.
Oh.
I'll put a sub, some speakers in that thing.
I like it, the Party Z.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other two boxes?
And then these are mini fans. So they're 8-inch fans from Mishimoto. So one is going to go in the back here. There's a hole right there. You can see that hole. So I'm gonna put the fan in the hole, and it's gonna suck air out of the car. So all the smoke and anything like heat that gets built up inside the car will just get sucked straight out, and it'll act like kind of like a mini AC unit.
Does it fit in there?
It fits perfectly.
Let me see. Go to the side. Go through the side.
It's hard.
Or is it harder to the side? There you go.
So it'll fit.
Wow, that's like perfect.
Right up there. Suck it straight out. So that'll be my makeshift AC.
What's it gonna be doing?
It's gonna be sucking it.
Okay.
Straight out.
Okay, cool.
I have there's a hole on both sides, and I think I'm just gonna do one right now. And if it's not sufficient enough, I'll do another. But I'm gonna use the other 8-inch fan for oil and power steering cooler.
Yeah, and they'll work great because that's like a raceline style Mishimoto fan,
I
right?
think that'll be overkill for like the oil cooler.
Oh, so. Oil overkill is a good thing, especially if you have a thermostat sensor.
I thought you were going for the fist pump.
I was going with a thumbs up fist pump, so it worked. It worked. Is that a new thing? We're gonna. Hey.
Can we like boop thumbs too? Like,
boop. I don't want to work on this thing. I don't want to. Just no. But we have to. If you want to drive your Z, your budget Z, you got to work on it. It's the way it works. Before we get started and all that, my friend Noah showed up, and he works at Real Street. He's awesome. He knows a lot, and he actually he just bought a G35 sedan, which that video is coming out soon. My update on my sedan, and he knows a lot about this stuff, and he was teaching me how to test my fans, because if you remember, my fans weren't working at the track. One of them at least was not turning on. I was only on one fan, and I was just gonna hardwire them today, but he found this thing that you can do on the Z's and the G's, and you can test all your electronics. So basically, you want to get in the car and start with the ignition off. Then you're gonna turn the ignition on, and then you're gonna go here and you're gonna press this button 10 times. He's pressing it right now. You can see the door ajar signal, and then you turn your ignition off and then back on. You'll hear it beep, and then stuff will start turning on by itself. It'll tell you what's not working. So basically, I think the first thing, is the windshield wiper. No one's in the car right now. No one's pressing anything. Windshield wipers are off. Look, it ramped up the speed as well to go through all the stages.
And then brake lights and running lights.
Brake lights and the running lights. So now I know that running light is broken. So you don't need a buddy trying to teach you that. But the best part about all this is, hold on, now it's got to do the normal lights. Right? What's next? Oh, it's doing tail lights? Yep, and now, so it's probably doing the brake lights back there. Now the normal lights. Those are low beam, high beam. They both work. Now it's doing the clutch, AC clutch. You can hear it. Next is the fans, which my fans are not working. So check this out. We can see that right fan is working, but the left one is not. But it should be on right now because the car's trying to turn them all on. So there we go. Now we know the left fan is the problem, not the wiring. And then it
cycles 3 times.
Then it cycles, like he said, 3 times, just to make sure you have time and ample time to figure out what you want to do. Let me see the brake lights. Oh, see, this light's working, that one's not. So now I know I got a light out. Cool. Next step for me is going to be putting the power probe to the fan to see if I can give it power and it'll run. If it does run with power, then that means something in the wiring is wrong from the relay, from the signal of the relay to the fan. If I give it power and it doesn't turn on, then that means the wiring is probably working and the fan is out. That happens all the time. I can also check on the plug with my power probe to see if I'm getting a signal. And because this thing is cycling itself, I could just put my power probe on there and I'll see if it's trying to turn it on or not.
So the cool thing is that to test the fans, you don't have to drive it to get it up to temp to make sure it's working. It'll just do it for you without being at temp.
That's how I was trying to test them before. Basically, whenever the sensor sends signal to the ECU that it's at 197, it turns the fans on. And I don't want to turn the car on and drive it around to try to figure out the fans. You could just do this little quick switch and it'll test everything for you while you're standing right here in front of you. I already tested the fan with my power probe. I don't know if I did it right because it never came on. So he's doing the thing right now. I'm gonna test the signal coming out from the plug right there. There you go, 12.1. 12.1, that's the high, that was the low. This little test thing that Noah just taught me is amazing. Now we know I'm getting signal from the ECU, so that's fine. It's my fans. So let's see if we can steal a fan from Mr. 3VDZ over here. I know Matt has one somewhere. He's got 2 radiators over here, but no fans. Let's give him a call. What are you doing? Where are you? Oh, is that Wang? Yeah. Oh, that looks like fun. Guess what I figured out?
What?
My fans are not working, but I have signal from the ECU. So I know you have stock fans somewhere. Where are they?
I have some extra fans.
Yeah.
I have some. They're Mishimoto race fans. They're in boxes.
No, don't you have stock ones? You do.
No, I have the aftermarket Mishimoto ones. Like Mishimoto fan shroud in a box.
I thought you put the Mishimoto ones in your car and the stock ones.
Because I have to pull the bottom radiator or the upper radiator hose, one of the radiator hoses, to get it out, and I just never did.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take your fans out and we're gonna put the Mishimoto ones, and then I'm gonna take your old fans.
Ryan quit. He's going.
That's what we're gonna do.
It's a lot of work for a perfectly running car right now.
No, I'll do it. I'll do the work. I got you. I'll do the work for the fans.
Okay. All right.
Is it in the Blue Z?
Yep. Which is right outside.
Okay, bring it over here.
Go karting after this.
Dang it. All right, hurry up. Hurry up.
Okay, I'll hurry up and have fun.
I'm gonna do the motor mounts for now.
All right, have fun.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
So if you don't have a power probe yet, you need to get one. Basically, I grounded the black on the plug, and then I'm about to, when I hit this right here, it gives it power, and then we'll see if the fan works. That's it working right there. Take it off. That's the other speed right there. low speed, high speed. Now we're gonna do that on the other side. So that's grounded. This is power. Nothing's happening. Which, like we thought, because we were getting signal from our test, the fan is not working. This fan is not working. Okay, I got the car all jacked up, and I want to show you guys something. This are the new motor mounts. They look exactly the same, and it looks like there is no left or right. It doesn't matter. They both go on the motor, just one that way and the other one this way, and that's it. But I got an idea. My amazing idea is, instead of changing both motor mounts on my Z, FYI, the passenger side is very annoying, supposedly. I've never done this. Both of them are really annoying because it's too close to the header, and the way the mount is designed, it kind of has like a U shape, so you can't really get to the nut. Now, I have a plan. I'm gonna cut a wrench and re-weld it, because we can do that here at R&D Garage, and make my own tool to make this work. But basically, my other great idea is, instead of replacing both motor mounts, I'm only going to replace the driver's side on my Z. Guess what? My G35 also has a bad driver's side mount, so I'm also going to replace my other driver's side from the G35. I'm going to leave both passengers in there. The way they usually rip out is this top part right here rips out in that direction, up, and that's how they break. They never tear sideways, which means that the other side, the way that the engine torques, the other side is being pressed, which or pushed in. I don't know what you want to call it. And from it doing that, it doesn't really move left to right, so it doesn't affect it that much. It is a good idea to replace it if you can, but my driver's side on both cars lifts, and it moves the whole engine and transmission out of place. That is bad. That's where issues happen. So I'm gonna replace both of them and just leave the passenger side alone. I don't even know if the passenger side is broken. I know the driver's side is, but I'm not even gonna diagnose it, because if you don't know, then it doesn't hurt, right? I don't know. You can see right here, this motor mount, someone already tried to fix a lot. Right here, they put a bunch of like RTV in it. And basically this whole thing, you can't see it from down here. I can feel it. It's ripping, you see it? And someone put RTV to try to glue it back together. This top part rips up from this bottom part. This whole thing is just ripped apart right here where my finger is, and it lifts. Guys, don't do your motor mounts, okay? Just don't. I haven't recorded for the past like 5 hours because I've been dealing with this. I'm gonna show you. This is the little guy that's under there. As you can see, it decided to strip because, well, it doesn't like me. I don't know why. The original tool was this welded to this. So this was here. And that is what stripped that. This is a 12 point. I guess that was dumb. I don't know why. It's the only tool I had. So then I knew I stripped it. I didn't know what to do. So I have a bolt extractor socket. I have a full set that I bought at Harbor Freight. And I didn't want to use this because this is very useful. But basically, I ended up welding it on this side and moving the nut a little bit, cutting it off, welding it on this side, and then moving the nut the rest of the way, enough for it to come off by hand. I don't know how I got lucky, but I got it out. This took me literally 5 hours. No joke, 5 hours of my life right there for that one nut. Go ahead and put a 2x4 on your oil pan so you don't dent it, and then push up. You can see the motor mount's right there. I already pushed it up. This is the first. You can see it's broken, so I'm trying to take off part of it, and then we can take the bottom off, the bottom part off separately. Okay, it's just gonna fall. There goes my motor mount. Hooray! This is how these break. They're like a metal thing inside the rubber, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't hold. It's inside the rubber there. So it was attached to the motor mount, but every time you throttle, this just came up and went right back down. And it came up and then like went out to the side and didn't want to go back in, and then you had to go up again and then it fell back in. It was just a nightmare. This needs to be replaced on every car. My G35 is also like this. So I hope my G35 does not does not do that to me. I hope it really doesn't strip. Otherwise, I'm just gonna burn it. Bottom one is a 17 millimeter, and it just comes right out. There we go. That's that broken mount. Don't want to deal with this again. Woo! You're gonna want to put the top one first, then the bottom one, just to make it easier on yourself. Just kind of set it there, and then go put the 17 millimeter, the new 14 on top. Hooray! The new motor mount is in. That's done. We know what's wrong with the fans, which is the fan. So we need to fix that. And we're that much closer to being done with our maintenance. I do have something really cool to show you guys in an upcoming video. I think it's not the next one you'll see, it's the next one after that. But it might be the next one. I don't know. Just stay tuned. But it involves angle, and is something new you guys most likely have never seen. Actually, I don't think anyone else has a video of this, so stay tuned for something fun for the 3DZ. So thank you guys for liking, watching, subscribing. Please share, tell all your friends, and if this wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't still be doing this, just so you know. Thank you. Goodbye.